So, what's up, guys? In this video, we're going to talk about embracing a higher power in your life because I think I've been thinking about this a lot as of late. Just like taking something of a higher power in your life and taking that as your main sole focus. And that higher power could be anything for you. It could be your mission, goals, it could be God, whatever you want to place as a higher power and use that as your pinnacle of everything. So you can then have a structure hierarchy down and value other things less other than that higher power that you have. That's something I think a lot of people need to embrace in their life. And as of late, I've been really thinking about just embracing a higher power and how I think, because most people don't embrace a higher power or they don't really believe in anything and they don't really have goals or anything, they end up drifting a lot in life. It's not really a hugely new topic if you follow like self-improvement and have read books and all these kind of things, but if you have not, then I would say this is something very much something you should take into account, is really just embracing a higher power so that you can find your mission and goals in life so that you can actually achieve some sort of greatness for you, whatever that is. It could be anything. And I think most people really lack this in their life. And that's something I've been trying to, I feel like as of late I've really found myself more, and I've found this higher power in my life where I'm way more happy and I'm way more focused on myself, and I feel like I've finally defined what in my head what I actually want, and I've kind of been able to reject the degenerate ideas in my head that sometimes pop up of like becoming a degenerate, for example, and like hooking up with women and like just getting rid of all my values because I'm feeling bad and down about something in my life. Maybe something's not going the way I want it. That's where you have to have a higher power. It's like when you're feeling down and low and you want to reject all your old values and become a degenerate, basically. That's when you need that higher power to kind of keep you in check there and remember why you're doing the things you're doing for your future. So it's not so much like you want to get into that instant gratification of getting what you want now and like not caring about values and things, but then in the future you'll realize, oh shit, I should have kept my values and things. Because you're going to be much more successful in finding what you want in life if you keep your values and a higher power than if you did not do that. And that's something I feel like a lot of people need to do nowadays, is just find something of a higher power and stick to that as your values, morals, and everything else. And as of doing that, personally, it's just like taking that higher power. I feel like I've really become a better person. I've become way happier. I can focus for real on my purpose, and I see more light, even though the light might not even be there that much. I can see more light at the end of the tunnel when I focus and find that higher purpose, higher meaning, higher power in my life. That's something I feel like I wanted to share this in a weird way, because it's like I had been struggling for a while with just like degenerate kind of thoughts and kind of abandoning my values and everything, because I was feeling kind of angry in a weird way. And now I feel like I found this like happy and calm peace again inside me, where I can focus on that higher purpose and higher values and everything like that. And I think we all have moments, obviously, where we're kind of going to get into a negative mindset for a while and things like that, but I feel like I've found a little bit of a solution, at least for me, with the higher power in my life now, to really focus better and not get distracted by all these things and just keep going. I feel like in the past few months I've really progressed in being able to keep my focus and not fall for things like women, degenerate women, avoiding all kinds of bad habits, and just like focusing on what I need to do next and really getting shit done. Honestly, like not wasting time. That's something you should definitely focus on, is just place that higher power and then focus on your mission, whatever it is that you want. It could be anything. And that's pretty much the wisdom I wanted to give with this video. Is as of late I just felt like a lot of people need this higher power in their life, and if you don't place it there, you're not going to have enough morals, values and things like that to deal with in your life. And if you want to really get serious, you can write down what your values, morals and everything are. And once you have written them down on like a journal, you can then proceed to stick to those better, because you just wrote them down, you made it concrete. That's what your values and morals are, so you can come back to it. Or maybe you can think about what your ideal life would be like. What is the ideal boyfriend, girlfriend you would have? What is the ideal life, and how wealthy do you want to be, and all these things. What do you want to achieve in your life? And write these things down, and then you have your higher purpose and meaning and so on. A higher power to believe in, whether that's God or whatever for you. For me, it also makes me feel, I guess, less alone, even though I've never really felt that lonely per se. Of course there's moments always, but I feel like when I'm focusing, I don't really feel it that much. So that's something I feel like most people should try. If you have trouble sticking to your morals and values and everything, and goals and ideals, you should write them down so you can remember them. For me, I'm a pretty disciplined person. I don't have a problem sticking to what I believe in. Sometimes I get faltered a little bit, but usually it goes away eventually. So that's just something I want to share, and I would hope you can take these advices and put them in your life the best you can. I do think that believing in something higher is just necessary for the life to function properly. Otherwise you're going to be misdirected, you're going to make bad decisions, and you don't know yourself fully and what you want. So it's going to end up making you drift a lot, make stupid decisions. I mean, everybody does at some point, everybody makes mistakes. I make mistakes still. I'm not perfect, but I try to be the best I can be, even though somebody might try to drift me away from my higher power and higher purpose and everything, and they're a degenerate and they hate their life. But I try to stick to my values and goals and what I believe in, and not become a degenerate, because I know those people, those drifters, they want to put me down at their level because they're miserable and I'm not, and they can see that I'm not miserable, so they want to put me down. Most people haven't tried to put me down, but I'd say most people are either positive or neutral. And then there's a couple of drifters that are really like negative towards you, sort of. Not a lot, but enough, And yeah, it's very interesting. But the key takeaway here is just believe in a higher power and define your life so that you can focus better. And I hope this video helps you, and if there's a will, there's a way. Thank you for watching the video.